He joins us live from the Nigerian capital, Abuja. Just remind us what's at stake in this election.
Yes, so after the senior Deby's death in 2021, the country was thrown into political turmoil, some of them with triggers from internal forces and others from external forces. And even though Mahamat Deby, the junior Deby, has been able to bring some sense of stability, he used tactics that unfortunately created a feeling of suppression within the country. So what is at stake is, number one, the future of Chad in terms of what it would show the world for its democratic tendencies. And then more importantly, Chad being one of the first countries in the region to hold an election after a series of military coup takeovers would be an indication of how those other countries may go in from.
As you say, Kabir, as you say, it's a very important moment for the country. This is an election, but I suppose some would say that in some ways it marks the end of a transition to democracy by this military government, because, as we were saying, the person who is likely to win is Mahamat Idris Deby, who led the military takeover. Will this vote not just formalise the existing reality?
Yes, and I think that is the major concern that most stakeholders have. Remember that he came to power after the death of his dad on the heels of an election that was contested, which triggered the rebellion that led to the death of his dad. And so that rebellion is not dead. A lot of the players in that rebellion are in Libya and some other parts of the Central Africa. And so that type of rebellion, if the elections are not free and fair, may be triggered again. And
how much opposition is he facing then?
Frankly, not so much. A lot of suppression went on. The media space is being constricted. Debates around the election were highly regulated. And so even though there are about 9 other candidates, including his current prime minister, the opposition is not likely to challenge, the incumbent, as it were.
This is going to be a military government, and I think the army of Chad is thought to be among the best in the region, with a great deal of influence that extends beyond Chad's borders. But what is he going to do at home if and when it's confirmed that he maintains his hold on power? Because it is also one of the poorest countries in the world. At least 40% of the country's 17 million people are living below the poverty line. What are the challenges he's going to face then?
So we've spoken about the political challenges. There is the economic challenge. Infrastructure is more or less at a very undeveloped state in Chad at the moment. Unemployment is also extremely high. Chad is suffering the consequences of the crisis in Sudan and other countries, so it's dealing with a humanitarian crisis. And then, of course, because it has a shared border with Nigeria, the challenges that Nigeria is facing from a terrorist point of view is also contributing to the multinational joint tax force. So all of these are issues that he would have to contend with. And I think the international community realizes the importance of having stability in Chad, given its central role in the Central African Republic. So again, his ability to balance interest from the West and, as it were, from Russia, is also something that he would have to contend with.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate your analysis, Kabir Dam, of joining us there.
Thank you for having me.